I'm Marv Henberg, and I have the privilege of being president of this fine institution. Thank you for joining us on this auspicious day. As we celebrate the beginning of the new academic year, we are also overjoyed to see this new facility behind us begin to take shape. On behalf of the entire College of Idaho community, I would like to acknowledge the special guests with us today who have helped make this project a reality. Our partners with the city have been great. We just signed a lease agreement with the city for Simplot Stadium on that, and we have the president of the city council, Jim Blacker. We have council members Dennis Calson and Rob Hopper here. So thank you for showing up for that. We're a stronger partnership because of that. Teresa Harden from the Chamber of Commerce is here. We have our representatives from the trustees. I'm not going to go through because you're all spread around and I might miss one of you, but if the trustees would wave a hand and do that, I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hummel Architects, Scott Strubar, the principal, and John King, project director, right over there. So thank you for that. Anderson Construction, Jason Osterberg, project manager, Denny Robertson, superintendent. So thank you for working and giving us this facility. I'd also like to acknowledge we have many members of the football steering committee here, but our co-chairs of that, John and Linda Biquette, are here right there in the back. And then a member of the committee who's been very helpful up front and behind the scenes and in wrestling donations from all kinds of people, James Grigsby Jr., who's also a past chair of the Board of Trustees. Cascade Conference Commissioner Rob Cashel was going to be here today. He just emailed me right before this and had a slight emergency, not a major emergency, but had to care for something. But he asked me to pass on his best wishes to everyone involved in this project as well. And finally, I would like to acknowledge the hard work of our Chief Financial Officer, Petra Carver, who is off in Germany visiting family, unfortunately could not be here, and Kyle Abrahamson, our Director of Physical Plant. Again, they've been terrific. So, Kyle. Excellence has been synonymous with Coyote athletics since the early days of this institution. 4 College of Idaho football players went on to careers in the NFL, including the legendary R.C. Owens, who also starred on the college's basketball and track teams. We are thrilled to welcome the return of College of Idaho football under Coach Mike Morosky's leadership, and this new facility is instrumental to the success of that team. Last year, our cross-country and track and field teams claimed 6 national titles, and 2 of our runners were named first-team All-Americans. Our ski and snowboard team has captured 48 individual and team national championships in its history, and including 3 national titles last winter, and placed 94 All-American scholar athletes. So this facility will get into honored use immediately. The athletic center that will rise behind me in the days to come will support College of Idaho student athletes as they continue in this striving for excellence. This excellence comes out not only in competition, but also in their academic work and extracurricular activities. During the 2012-13 season alone, the Coyotes had 69 Cascade Conference All-American team honorees, 39 NAIA or USCS scholar athletes, and 6 Capital One academic All-Americans. It is a reflection of our coaches, faculty, and our student athletes themselves that the College of Idaho prepares students who are winners on the court, field, track, and slopes. But most importantly, they are ready to take on the challenges and thrive throughout their lives. I am pleased now to welcome three of our coaches to the podium to share their thoughts about how the college's new athletic center will benefit our student athletes. It will come in this order: Coach Pat McCurry, Coach Mike Morosky, and Associate Director of Athletics, Rossi. Would you please come forward, Pat?
Thanks, Marv. I've been at the college about 10 years now, and I continue after even 10 years to be astounded by the generosity of this community. And I'm a little bit, I guess, selfishly excited about this project in particular because I'll get to see each and every day, day in, day out, how it impacts our students' experience. And projects like Boone Hall have been really important to the college, and I hear about it, but I don't get to see it. Now I get to see it every day, and I'm pretty excited about that. This building in general will obviously be a huge upgrade in quality, but more importantly to us, I think it's just the space and the access it's going to provide. And that's key because we believe so strongly, obviously, in the balanced liberal arts education here. And too many times in recent years, I've watched my team alone totally overwhelm our current weight room and see students come in and they have no bikes to get on, no ellipticals to get on, and they turn away. And that's the last thing we want to happen here. Access is so important in every avenue here to achieving that balanced, true liberal arts education, and I think this building really addresses that. Probably the only thing that makes me really nervous is talking to our alumni, because they're going to be really jealous when they see this thing, when they hear about this thing. Actually, I have one of my alums getting married this weekend, so I'm going to see a lot of our alums, and they're going to ask about it, and I'm going to have some whiny, gripey ones to deal with, I think, but they'll be excited about the future and about the opportunity we're providing, our current students here at C of I. Obviously, the other thing I'd like to point out here is this is a tremendous example of what football can do for our institution as a whole. And we're a year from our first game, and we're already seeing a tremendously broad and positive impact from the addition of football. And I look forward to that continuing in many areas on campus. And the man who will lead our team on the field and has already become a great leader within our campus community is going to come up here next. I can tell you he's been a privilege and a joy to work alongside. We've worked on recruiting some track and football guys already, which I'm very excited about. And we didn't just get the right guy, we got the perfect guy. So please welcome Mike Morosky.
Appreciate it. Well, how about this day? Nothing but blue skies ahead for the College of Idaho, and I think that's what this building, all the hard work, all the fundraising, all the excitement about the future, I think is really brought together on a day like today. I did want to shout out a couple people. Certainly President Henberg had the vision and knew what football could do for an institution like the College of Idaho, a very, very good institution like the College of Idaho, and how he and many, many others are looking to make it better and better and better. And I also want to say that I wouldn't be here unless Marty Hawley had called me last Thanksgiving. And those of you that know Marty, and I think many of you do, we wish he was here, and many of us can't stop thinking about him and the things he's going through, but I think everything's pretty positive there. But the enthusiasm that Marty had for all of the programs, for the athletic department, for the alumni and his connections was just so phenomenal. And it's infectious being around a guy like that. So I can't say enough about Marty Hawley and the spirit that he has that pervades through the athletic department as well as the whole college. And then lastly, let's hear it from Marty. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. Had 60 football guys, raise your hands. There's a few of them here today. And I want to assure the administration that they are not missing class. The rest of them are in their classes. Today is the first day of classes here at the college. And it's great to have them here. I think they're a group of very, very fine young men looking forward to working very, very hard. And we're going to do some great things here. But again, this building that's going to be built isn't just for football. It is for football, it is for track, it is for numerous other sports and all of our student athletes, but really it's not only symbolic, but in reality it's for the whole college. It's for the students, for the faculty, for the staff, and gosh, we're going to be in great shape as a college when we get all these staff members in there working out. It's going to be awesome. But really it's going to be symbolic of what we need to do and to attract the best students, the best kids, the best families, to attract our alumni back. And with that, I just want to say everybody should be so excited. The alumni, Pat, you can tell this to your alumni. They should be so excited about what's going on here because we're just getting better and better and better. And I couldn't be more proud to be a part of something where there's such a commitment to great excellence for young people that literally, and that's why we do what we do, young people that are going to change the world. So thank you very much. Thanks everyone for coming. Go Yotes.
Well, thank you all. It is my privilege and honor to speak on behalf of Marty Holly. I don't know as I can do it with the energy and the enthusiasm that Marty would bring to the table today. But I assure you he would love nothing more than to be here. In thinking about the future of this college, there's a couple things when we talk about football and this new facility, and vision comes to mind for me. The vision of Dr. Henberg, the vision of the board of directors, the vision of the city to back us in this endeavor, and it's so exciting to see that vision and the future. And as the football players get here and as Pat's team gets here and everybody's getting started, and every August I see the vision of what our future can be, and it's so exciting to be a part of that year in and year out. So thank you for your vision and pushing us forward in that direction. The other word that always comes to mind for me is opportunity. The opportunity that each and every one of us have every day to make a difference in the young lives that we bring to this campus, in our faculty members, in our staff members, in our athletic department, day in and day out. And that opportunity is growing with this facility. It's getting better and better, and we're so excited about what we can do here, about what football has already brought to us, about what the city is doing with the field, about what we're about to do behind us here in this tremendous, tremendous facility. The growing pains are going to be tough this year. It's going to be tough. We're a little cramped in our building. It's going to be a little more cramped as we put 60 football players in the locker rooms and the training rooms and find them some space to work out. But that's what College of Idaho is all about. It's about teamwork. It's about working together, continuing to grow, continuing the vision, continuing the opportunity. And I cannot thank you all enough for being here. And on behalf of Marty Holly, thank you so much for your support in this endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach McCurry, Coach Morosky, and Coach Rossi. It is now my privilege to introduce the chair of the Board of Trustees of the College of Idaho, the Honorable Judge Candy Dale, for a few remarks about the people who are really making this possible.
Well, thank you. I'm going to start with picking up on Coach Morosky's comment about infectious enthusiasm, because I think it was the infectious enthusiasm of Marty Holly, President Henberg, Petra Carver. It's hard to believe that she can be enthusiastic, but she was very enthusiastic about the football initiative that led the Board of Trustees to overwhelmingly approve returning football to the College of Idaho after some 34, 35 years when it had been disbanded. And so my thanks goes out to all of the folks at the College of Idaho and the support that we have, that the college has received from the community. That meaning the faculty, the staff, the students, the alumni, and the Caldwell community. If we didn't hear that support, we didn't see that support, I don't believe the Board of Trustees would have approved returning football, which of course is part and parcel of why we're going to have this new building, because that was in our plan that we approved as of May of 2012. So I was thinking about this groundbreaking, and I had to return my own life in 1978. John was here. John Beckett was on campus with me. That's when I first had the privilege, well, it was actually a few years earlier than that, but privilege to meet John and Linda as they were students here at the College of Idaho the same time I was. And then it was in the spring of 1978 that I was asked to serve on a committee with the then Board of Trustees that was looking at athletics on campus. And I was asked to serve on that committee as a neutral. We had a pro-athletic student representative, someone who thought athletics weren't helping the college at the time. And I'm not sure how you vote as a neutral, but I was asked to be on that committee and served with the Board of Trustees. And maybe it was because we didn't have a vote. We were just there to give our opinions. And it was at that time that football and other athletics were disbanded. So when you move forward and you come to May of 2012 and you're chair of this fabulous, hardworking Board of Trustees, including Linda Beckett, and they approve football, bringing it back, I actually didn't think that I'd ever see that in my lifetime. And it's what I've seen since then, since that vote of May of 2012, tells me that all of you that had the emotional support for football and bringing it back have also turned that support into dollars and other things. And so that's what I want to do at this time, is recognize some of the individuals, the many individuals who have contributed not only their time and their talent, but their money toward the football initiative and or including the building specifically. So I'm going to recognize John and Linda Beckett. Again, Linda's a member of the Board of Trustees. John's an alum, and they made the first contribution toward football almost right after the vote was approved. And they give so much of their time and their talent as co-chairs of the steering committee for football, and we can't thank them enough. Also, Bernie McCain, she made a significant contribution pretty much right after the vote was approved to move forward with football, and her contribution was in memory of her husband, Warren McCain. We also had 100% participation by the trustees in giving specifically to football, as well as 100% to many of the other activities, scholarships, and opportunities for giving on campus. And that was a sign, again, of not just the support for it from what we think it will do to the college, but also financial support. You've heard about the gift from Joe Glazier, and that's so that we can put Coach Bonaminio's name on that coach's office that's going to be in this building. Simplot made a generous contribution that is going toward the field. Larry and Marianne Williams, Jim and Tammy Grigsby, and Jim, he gives not only money, but he gives a lot of time and talent to the board on a continuing basis, even though he's no longer a member of the Board of Trustees. Jim is just an amazing individual, as are all these folks that I'm mentioning. John Ferguson also made a significant contribution. Alan Dykeman, Fred Oliver, one of our trustees. And most recently, there was an anonymous donation, gift, to the College of Idaho for the football program, for the building, in the amount of $1 million. So that's turning that emotional support into dollars. And as a result of that gift, Linda and John Beckett have made yet another gift. And that gift is in the amount of $250,000, which is getting the ball rolling on the efforts to match that $1 million anonymous gift. Thank you, John and Linda. So with all of that, there's so many more individuals I could thank, but I did want to make sure that I covered the recent gift and the gifts that have been coming in, and I guess my last message is please keep on giving.
Thank you, Candy. That's a great final message. I appreciate it. Now let's dig some ground. So if the two coaches and Coach Rossi would come forward, the two from track and field and football, and John and Linda come forward, and Jim Grigsby. Let's get some dirt moved. Okay, smile everyone.
I want to see some sweat. You're going to beat me up, aren't you?
I got a shovel.
It's your chance, guys, if anybody wants to hop in there when they're done. Chance to play in the dirt today.
Refreshments are back there.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
This concludes the ceremony.
Well,
Go straight forward.
Hey, Buzz.
is there anybody in particular you don't
Oh yeah, Buzz, come on.
Oh, but where's
You want to
Let
do
me
your
get a
corner?
picture there.
Buzz has to get in.
Oh, Buzz, yeah. Let me get in there. Get in there, buddy.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Keep going,
There's
buddy.
a little to the left, Buzz, a little to the left.
It's an all-time job. Buzz, let's get a shot.
One, two, three. Beautiful.
Buzz is our chief labor. Come on.
Can I stand on a stool?
Have you say, hey, what are you talking about?
This is great. Thank you very much.